The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Paradise Valley City Lifestyle.
All right, friend of the show, Nadine Bubeck is back with her monthly appearance, giving us the scoop on what's inside the latest issue of the Paradise Valley Lifestyle magazine. Today, she's chatting about the November Thankful issue, and we have a very special guest joining her. It's Mr. McNabb himself here with us.
It's beyond a special guest. It's our cover story.
I like this. So let's talk about this issue because we're all thankful for something, but
Right.
I believe everybody you got in here is really thankful for what they are doing for other people.
Right, right. It's really incredible to have Donovan on our cover because while you still bleed Eagles green, I'm just putting it out there, he's all about Arizona being home sweet home. And it was so nice to sit down and interview Donovan about everything you do here for the community. I mean, your whole goal now is to help youth learn how to be good football players.
Yeah, but before we get to him, Nadine, so you're kind of like, there's some other people in here we have to mention.
Yes.
So before we start talking, because we're going to go on a long conversation,
Yes.
but you have Bob Parson who works with
Yes.
vets. You have women who influence
Right.
people for Thankful Back, and that's what this really big issue is about.
Well, with Veterans Day being this, this month, it's really important to me to honor, our servicemen and women, and who better than Bob Parsons, who has such a dynamic story. In fact, he wrote a recent book, and we included in this issue 10 things you don't know about Bob. In fact, he credits so much of his success to his time in the military.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, in the Marines.
So, I love it. All right, now. Let's talk about this.
Now's our
Now we're here.
segue.
I mean, that was being a bad situation. How do you follow that?
He's only played professional football
Right, how do you
and all
follow
this
that?
stuff.
That's what we want to talk about, but that's what this issue is about, being
Right.
thankful and giving back. And that's the thing with you. I mean, all the years you played, football, you were always giving back each day out there to the fans, but also to other people. And now you're off the gridiron, you're just giving back even more.
Well, the thing about it is I take pride in it because these kids have dreams. And we all had dreams. As a young kid, you in the driveway shooting that last shot saying you're Michael Jordan, hitting a game winner, or running a football, being from Chicago. Walter Payton was my guy, or maybe it was somebody from the Cubs or White Sox. And I think when you have kids now with so much of the social media being so strong, they're watching old highlights of some of the young guys, or now they're older because obviously when we were young, to now LeBron James and Otani and all of these guys that are playing. So what leads them in that direction? And I try to help them and guide their path by teaching them the fundamentals and preparing them for the ups and downs, the adversities that you go through. And I think with mental health and where we are right now with the young kids, if they have someone that can lead them down the right path and be a mentor to them during those tough times, it kind of eases the pain for them.
Yeah. Do you see the change in that as you are, working with kids now, and at the change of when you were growing up and having that, person that you looked up to now?
Absolutely, because we didn't have trainers. We didn't have people that we can talk to. Our mentors were our mothers and fathers. And now you have someone who has actually done it and been through the fire, so to speak. I can sit and talk to these guys, not only about football, but just about life, because they can't really have that conversation sometimes with their parents because they may feel like, I'm not really kind of hitting the expectations of what my parents are trying to set for them.
Yeah, you could even reach out to 5 Sports Performance and request the help and the guidance, but really from the mental aspect. But Donovan's also a dad. I mean, his son's crushing the field at Brophy. You coach your daughter's club softball team. And I'll never forget what you said in our interview is you tell your kids to write 5 things down. Go, explain that.
Well, I always think that kids need to, and really adults need to be goal-oriented. And we can talk about things we want to accomplish, but when you see it and look at it every day, now that puts it in your mind as you go into school or you go to a training session or you may go by yourself and work on your particular game, because now that's what you're shooting for. And I always explain to them, if you achieve one goal, you cross it out and you focus on the next. Once you have achieved all of them, then we rewrite 5 more goals so that now our expectations for ourselves individually continue to grow.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing. The new issue's out. Now, you got to go pick it up. Mr. Donovan McNabb is on the cover. We're going to talk to you in just a little bit. But really quick, also, too, I was told from your wife, let's not, get too big head, because that photo session you were in, you were like killing it. You were just like everywhere.
They don't make them like me anymore.
They don't. That's what she said. Look
We
at me.
had
Like, look.
fun. I
Like,
mean,
she's
look
like, make
at
sure you
him.
remind him to be humble, because
And you
there you
see,
go.
I
Look
was
at him.
even spraying, like, what was it? I don't even know what it was, but it was magical.
That's all it is.
We were blasting music, he was
There you
dancing,
go.
singing, it was a time.
It was good. So we're going to talk back with him and his wife coming up later on in the show.